Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Okay, break.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go.
Hit it.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Baby, let's go.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down. I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Danny.
Ready to go. On. Ready.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
54. Watch 54. Here we go.
5.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Set, ready. 60 yards.
I'm coming after you.
Deep river.
On third down, Taylor, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
Let's go.
They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10.
I'm coming.
Looking to throw. Eason able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Eason, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You don't want that.
Second and 11 at the Titans.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
X3, 218, chop, get it.
Here's Hines. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
50.
Hey.
55. Coming to you. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey,
Back to throw. Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jonah, 18, Gator.
Check 53's Mike. Yo.
Right on. Run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ready.
Now Tannehill, complete. It's Henry. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Titans 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is Hines. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Bravo.
Heavy, give me some. Give me some.
Get it.
From the gun, Eason. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Running from the gun with Henry. Broken tackle.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Okay, break.
Let's go.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
53. Mike, 53. Silver.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Let's go.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I'm coming.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Go, 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 run, run, run.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
On the double.
53, Mike, you got nothing today.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
53, check 53. You.
Shoot.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Tannehill now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3 buzz.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
53 is the
Back to throw, Tannehill.
Check tight.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Temple, Rock Ya-Sin. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
On the set.
Check Mike. Watch 55. Squeeze, double.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 55. Watch switch.
Operating from the gun, Eason looking for Campbell downfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know you felt that one.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Ready.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Tannehill now to throw. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
What we got?
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
This is more where I came from. Greystone travel. Shoot.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On the ready. Pilot, 64, weak.
Hey, eat.
Move.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
On 1st down, Eason.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Hey, come on.
He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Bring it up.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Open man is Trey Burton.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Don't get nervous. Hey, zoom.
Mike's 5-4.
On 3rd and 2, Eason taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Indianapolis.
Set. 18 Gator.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Record.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Leaf River.
On first down, Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Last stop.
Let's go.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Push him back.
To throw on third down, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Let's go, baby.
Down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Leo. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Hey, here we go. Watch the recon. 135.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Get ready.
Let's go.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And the catch made by Hilton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Throwing on 1st down. Eason is going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Eason. He's got Jack Doyle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They run with Hines, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 1st down carry for Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get the ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 7-yard line. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. Slam, slam, slam.
General West, hey, Alpha.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He gets it to Humphreys. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Adam Humphreys. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason. Complete to Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
base.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now it's Hines. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The open man is Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
53 is the mic.
Go.
On first down, Henry. There's the stiff arm. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Ready. Run.
And he gets it down to the 32. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Big grip.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go, set. 60 yards.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Now.
53, Mike, 53.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Right. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check.
Now.
Tannehill.
53, Mike. No chance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to